Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. The Punjab Congress puzzle, which was looking rather difficult to solve until yesterday, got a new twist on Sunday evening. Late on Sunday evening, Congress announced Charanjit Singh Channi as the new Chief Minister of Punjab, and today Channi took oath as the new Chief Minister of Punjab 2 days after Captain Amarinder Singh tendered his resignation and accused the party central leadership of humiliating him. The Punjab cliffhanger continued throughout Sunday morning and also the afternoon. The party first asked Ambika Soni to be the Chief Minister of the state. However, she refused and said that the state should get only a Sikh Chief Minister. Thereafter, reports also said that Sukhwinder Singh Randhawa is likely to be made the next Chief Minister of Punjab, but in the ultimate twist in the tale, and if I may say so, pulling off a complete Narendra Modi style, the Congress party announced Charanjit Singh Channi as the new Chief Minister. So how did this happen? What went behind Channi's selection and who exactly is Charanjit Singh Channi? Let us discuss this in today's video. But before that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you are watching this video on Facebook, please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. Now let's first talk about how was Channi made the Chief Minister. There is a proverb which goes, two fight and the third benefits. Similar situation emerged in Punjab yesterday. In fact, his was not even the name that was in consideration for the post of Chief Minister. However, how this happened is an interesting inside story. Apparently, all the top contenders were busy cutting each other's chances, and this Game of Thrones led to Charanjit Singh Channi being appointed as Punjab Chief Minister. According to the reports, first name that had cropped up in a big way at the legislature party meeting on Saturday was of former PCC chief Sunil Jakhar. Now Jakhar had the maximum support of the legislators, but his not being a turbaned Sikh worked against him. Senior Minister Sukhjinder Randhawa also made his case that a Jat Sikh should be made the Chief Minister. And before this, the High Command had spoken to Ambika Soni, who refused, citing the same reason. This brightened the chances of Randhawa, who was seen as an aggressive leader against the Akalis, and the hope was that he would have delivered on poll promises fast and quick. Though he did not have as many legislators supporting him, being a turbaned Sikh and from a second-generation Congress family worked for him. Now, Randhawa's name was almost finalized and legislators also made a beeline for his home. In fact, Randhawa himself told a few of reporters that he had been finalized as Punjab's next Chief Minister. But here the game changed. On Sunday afternoon, when the party observers camping at JW Marriott Hotel in Chandigarh decided to go ahead with Randhawa's name as the Chief Minister, the objection came from none other than Punjab Pradesh Congress Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu, who asked that if it is to be a Jat Sikh face, why not him? He is also a Jat Sikh. Sidhu also felt that Randhawa was too senior to listen to him after becoming a Chief Minister, and he may not be that easy to dislodge come 2022. But Sidhu was curtly told by the observers that he was already a PCC chief and he cannot have everything. On which Sidhu got up and left the JW Marriott Hotel in a huff. This, however, ensured that Randhawa was out of the race now, as the Congress High Command wanted a unanimous choice. It was Manpreet Badal who then came up with the suggestion that was a game-changing name, and that name was Charanjit Singh Channi. Manpreet Badal pitched Charanjit Singh Channi, his close friend, as a game-changer as Punjab's first Dalit Chief Minister. Channi is known to get along well with Randhawa and Sidhu, and he is also seen as very close to Rahul Gandhi. He was also seen as one who will not be overbearing. He will toe the line and will silence the BJP, Akali Dal and Aam Aadmi Party's demands for a Dalit top face. The Congress also saw this as an opportunity to send a national message. Sidhu was apparently on his way to Patiala when he learned that the party had now finalized the name of Charanjit Singh Channi. Then Sidhu returned midway to the hotel, satisfied with Channi, who is younger to him, and everyone accepted the decision. Randhawa also accepted Channi, saying that he was like his younger brother. And with this, Channi scripted history to become first Dalit Chief Minister of Punjab. Now, I'll do a separate video on the importance of Dalit votes in Punjab and the caste equation in the evening. So do not forget to watch it for the in-depth analysis. Let us know a bit about Channi now. He currently is Technical Education Minister of Punjab. He is a 3-time MLA from Chamkaur Sahib constituency. Channi was also among the section of Punjab Congress MLAs who put pressure on the party high command for a change in the leadership in the state. Previously, Charanjit Singh Channi was the leader of opposition in the Punjab Assembly from 2015 to 16, which is only 1 year, and he was made a minister in the Captain Amrinder Singh government in March 2017. But while Charanjit Singh Channi is the first Dalit Chief Minister of Punjab and aimed at sending a political message across the country, he has had his own share of controversies worth recalling. Let us look at those controversies one by one. Transfer by toss. When Charanjit Singh Channi was the Minister of Technical Education, there were vacancies being filled in the Polytechnic Institute 3 years ago. Two applicants who applied for the post of lecturer wanted posting at the same place. At that time, Channi tossed a coin and said whoever gets the tail right, he will get the posting at the place of his choice, and the video went viral. Second controversy is a Me Too case. In the year 2018, Charanjit Singh Channi was accused of sending objectionable messages to a woman IAS officer. Captain Amrinder Singh then asked Channi to apologize for this, and he later also said that after this, the matter was over. However, in the month of May this year, the matter suddenly cropped up again. Punjab Women's Commission chairperson Manisha Gulati warned that if no action was taken against Charanjit Singh Channi, she would go on a hunger strike. Now the BJP is also asking the Punjab Congress why a person who has had a Me Too case on him has been made a chief minister. Let us talk about the third controversy, constructing a road breaking green belt rule. A believer in astrology, his friends say that Channi even practices weird things to keep shining in politics. Days after joining the cabinet in 2017, Charanjit Singh Channi, on the advice of an astrologer to have an east-facing entry to his house, illegally constructed a road from a park outside his official residence in Sector 2, Chandigarh. And within hours, the road was raised by the Chandigarh administration. Video of this incident went viral on social media. Let us talk about another controversy, and the funny one rather, elephant ride. For success in politics, Charanjit Singh Channi rode an elephant in his house in Kharar. Then it came to light that some astrologer had told him that if he does this, then he can become Chief Minister of Punjab. The last and not the least, patchwork statement. Channi was also the leader of the opposition in the Punjab Legislature Assembly for some time, as I said, between 2015 and 16. And at that time, there was an Akali BJP government in the state. Sukhbir Singh Badal was the Deputy Chief Minister, and inside the Assembly, Sukhbir Singh Badal asked Channi to tell him one development work of Captain Amrinder Singh government between 2002 and 2007. On this, Channi replied and said that Captain Sahib has got patchwork done on the roads of entire Punjab. This statement of his led to a lot of embarrassment for the Congress party in Punjab. Also, one more controversy of Charanjit Singh Channi when he could not clear PhD entrance. Channi gave an entrance exam for PhD on the subject of Indian National Congress in 2017. At that time, it was alleged that in order to benefit Channi, Punjab University relaxed the rules for SC/ST candidates. However, he could not pass the entrance exam. Now today, Charanjit Singh Channi has taken the oath of office, while the Congress is hoping to kill two birds in one stone, that is, one, keep a peace within the party, and second, send a message that Congress does not just talk about but will also fulfill the promise of making a Dalit chief minister. The idea is BJP and Akali and Aam Aadmi party cannot criticize a Dalit chief minister as they would have a Jat Sikh chief minister. But one also has to keep in mind that this chief minister choice has a stamp of Navjot Singh Sidhu, which is already creating a flutter in the Congress party. The discord for which Captain Amrinder Singh had to lose his chief ministerial chair has now started again. Punjab Congress in charge Harish Rawat on Sunday said that the next election will be fought under the leadership of Navjot Singh Sidhu, and former Punjab Congress President Sunil Jakhar has not taken it well. He has given a strong reaction to this. Jakhar said in a tweet that this statement of Harish Rawat is very shocking. This is not only an attempt to undermine the authority of the Chief Minister, but also an attempt to negate Charanjit Singh Channi's right to be appointed as his Chief Minister. Sunil Jakhar has raised questions through a post made in this regard whether the Dalit Chief Minister in Punjab is just a formality for the party. It is also proving that Channi will be in the Chief Minister's chair, but Sidhu's command will be followed. Now, how Charanjit Singh Channi's term as Chief Minister turns out remains to be seen. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, before I end this video, for us to continue doing the journalism that we do, for us to continue speaking truth to power, we need your support. We require your support. You have been supporting us through YouTube membership so far, but now we have also come up with another plan through which you can now support us, and that plan exists on our website. You can go to our website, click on the support on the topmost toolbar. You can choose if you want to pay us through monthly one-time payment or yearly one-time payment, and you can decide how you want to support us. So please do support us, do pay us. Thank you so much.